Don't blink, yes you blink. Welcome to the Computer Show. I'm doing well. They're having a wonderful day. Guys, we got really loud neighbors, so um it is what it is. I want to talk about this morning. So what happened was, okay, what happened this morning with Kenny vs. Penny, because yes, we're recapping Kenny vs. Penny. We're reviewing season 5 of Kenny vs. Penny. We were doing the disabled people like more. We'll redo it. And technically not. We're just gonna do review Kenny. So we're gonna do Penny is done. Kenny isn't done. So what happened is I wasn't feeling like filming videos. That was filming for a lot. So exactly what happened is at 4 o'clock in the morning I went out because I wanted to see the moon and I wanted to see the sunrise. And I came back and it was already like 6:30, 7 o'clock. Like, oh my god, I don't want to film. So the phone overheated and then I was like, well, I had to cool it down. And while I was cooling it down, I said, don't force yourself to make videos. So yeah. So season 5, episode 9, Disabled People Like More. We already reviewed Spenny. Let's review Kenny. So once again, and we're starting rough, but at the same time, it's a bit insane. How much intro in a video is too much intro? I don't know. You know what I mean? So Kenny pretend like an asshole. He sees the people with handicap. He gives a little punch to Jeff as a how's it going? He gives like I said, he was talking shit about a girl he fucked, and he's really an asshole. So he goes in and what he does is he sends them to so the first one, they send him to an art gallery. So the guy who's blind cannot see shit. Which is funny because every single one of these activities are taken away from him, from somebody. And then he goes to the music group, right? He goes to the music group. And then it's so fucking funny because the music group, there's this girl, Catherine, and it's not her fault. She doesn't have vocal training, right? It's not her fault. She's born like that. It's not like, yo, I decided to be deaf. It's that, oh no. Wait a second. No. What the heck? What in the heck? They close the computer, which is okay. But they also close every single pages. Oh man, that's a shame. That's a shame, dude. It's been like that for the whole day. So you see, usually I'll leave the phone open. I'll leave something open, but now it doesn't work. What I'll do is I'll do Kenny vs. Penny. Hopefully he's here. Fuck, this is bad, dude. Versus Penny. Okay, there's nothing I can do really, but it's still not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Let's check it out. What was the website? Find them. Season 5, we got this. Perfect. This is even better. And besides, a lot of those videos I wasn't even watching anymore, so it's not a big deal. Just give me a sec. We're gonna go here. Okay, and we'll go 16 meal. And the sad part is when I'm talking to the camera, when I'm filming, they'll give me shit. You know? What are we supposed to do? I guess I come back. So he takes him to a art gallery. So the guy, so a lot of people say, oh, he's blind. He's not blind. It's another sickness, and I don't think it's fair to call him blind. Um, so he can't see shit. The second one, he does a kind of like a music band, and Tasha does have vocal training, and he says you're off, you're off, you're off, and then she says I don't have vocal training, it's not my fault, and it's like well try harder, and then she said can I have some water, and he said if you do it good you get water, and then even at the end Jeff, who plays the drum, he's like just a little bit of showboating Jeff. And the last one is, and every time, like for example, the art gallery, he's not there. He's not there. And when he comes back, he talks to his mom, and he's on the phone. When he comes back, he talks to his mom, and he insults everybody, and he insults his mom, and he's on the phone, and he insults the person on the phone. And then he said, "Okay, bye, mom." So it's kind of funny. Then during the musical, he's there. And then during the handball, he's there. But he's just being a complete asshole. And then the last one is he goes to do go-kart. And they're not doing go-kart, only he is. And they're just watching him and waiting for him. And then, so that's how Kenny's strategy is. So you think, what the fuck is his strategy, right? Well, strategy was to say he is Benny. And the whole time, he is Penny, he is Penny, he is Penny, he is Penny. So everybody vote for Spenny. No, everybody vote. No, this is so good. This is so fucking good. Ooh. Hey. This is nice, guys. Well, especially because look at this. This is beautiful. There you go. So everybody votes for Spenny because they think that Spenny is Kenny, and the reason why I fucking love Jeff is he's smart, dude. Jeff came in. Oh, I saw the show. I know exactly what Kenny was doing, and it was smart, and I fucking loved it. So he said, "I'm voting for Kenny." But the real Kenny, not the fake Kenny. So I fucking love that. And again, it's this show, and it's immortal. Like at the end, they did a special, right? They did a special, a Christmas special, and people that were in, what should we call it? The episodes, they just got the show. Like for example, the little person in the first season who can use their arm fastest. The first one to use the arm loses. Bobby, this guy, an actor. It was really good. By the way, I want to start watching Overturned a lot because it's just crazy. It could be actually good. Like honestly, the phone, the computer being bad isn't the worst thing. Over. Okay, I need to be checking our Stern. Okay, I need to be downloading our Stern.
Where you go?
Fuck, dude. I need to call my dad. Okay, that's not a big deal. This isn't a big deal. So yeah, so this is it. Who's a Better Jew is a really good episode. It's a good episode, but it's not a good one because when you look at Who's a Better Soldier and Who's a Better Jew, Who's a Better Soldier is actually really cool. So Who's a Better Jew it's kind of nuts. So it's not a good episode in the sense of it's a good competition. It's not a good episode in the sense of I fucking got you. This is a mosquito. It's a fucking mosquito. I get bites the whole time because I eat a lot of sweets. They love that. So yeah, so Who's a Better Jew isn't a good episode in the sense of this is it's a competition. The simple fact is Kenny, this is a really good like lesson in life. So Kenny doesn't try. And it's super funny because Kenny goes to places like, for example, in Delhi, and he reproduces every single Jewish every single Jewish stereotype. So he goes to Delhi, and he knows every single Delhi meat. He knows kosher. He's talking. Honestly, it doesn't. You basically don't see him. And this old episode, he's pretending to be like H, the Führer Hitler, and he does. Where does the butterfly goes when I sleep, which is a gay video clip with him and Sebi, which is crazy. And Spenny the whole time he asked the rabbi to help him. Spenny the whole time it's kind of the episode is really good. Spenny the whole time he's looking for his fate, and he doesn't know what's up, and he doesn't know how to work, and he doesn't know XYZ. So the fact that I'm gonna call my phone right away. I'm not gonna wait until. Yeah, because I want to film this also. Because I was supposed to call him like an hour ago and I forgot. So spending the whole time he's looking for his fate, and the craziest thing is the episode, the way it starts, it's brilliantly filmed. So for example, Spenny goes in and he has his Kenny comes in with a picture of Spenny as a kid on Santa Claus. Santa Claus is not Jewish; it's a Christian tradition, right? Kenny even went to Hebrew school, you know. So Spenny goes in and he learns about the Torah. He gets Mazel Tov. There's a special name for that. I don't know what it is. But long story short, the rabbi at the end comes in, and it's funny because, for example, there's a rabbi, and Kenny knows the rules. Like for example, he pretend like somebody died, and he has to call him. And he's like, well, a rabbi, if he has to call, he has to go. That's the rule. That's the law. So he uses his religion against him. At the end, what happened is the rabbi comes in, and super smart guy, and he comes in. And he's like, I'm going to tell you a story. Right? It's two students, and this is really cool because you see Kenny and Spenny listening. Like they both want to win, but they also both want to be better human being. So he goes in and said, there's two students on the ladder. One is at the second step, and the other one is at the end. And the rabbi asked the two students, he says, who is the closest? And the guy at the top of the ladder said, yes, me. It depends where you're going, right? Although Kenny has more belief, although Kenny is closer to his religion, although Kenny has a better understanding of Judaism as a whole, Spenny is getting closer. Spenny is working towards versus Kenny, who is staying at the top and just chilling. So Kenny wins. Now I'm going to do something crazy. There's a couple of episodes that I don't like. So oh shit. Okay, never mind. Who's the better soldier? Who's the best pro wrestler? You have to touch the ground. Who can piss off more? Okay, so we'll do who can wear a gorilla suit the longest. We'll do. The problem with that is you guys are gonna be watching it in order. I do it out of order. That's not good. So who's the best soldier? Who is the best soldier is one, if not one of the competition that made me laugh the most. Historically speaking, right? Kenny versus Benny has made me laugh, has made me smile, but as entertainment, there's nothing better than Soldier episode. The Soldier episode is a masterpiece, and I'm being honest. I know it sounds like I'm not being honest, but I am. Who's the Soldier is I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. So they both go into a soldier and they receive his caporal. Now this caporal has never served. He has army training, but he never served. So they go in and it's like, yo, I'm gonna train you to become a good soldier. Now the problem with this competition, and this is beautiful because you only notice it when it's finished. You only see it as an insight. There's no rules. Like, who is the best soldier? What is a good soldier? And it's the corporal at the end that says it. If I go to war, I'm thinking this guy, right? So the best soldier was the guy who take the battle, right? So they start. And right away, Kenny is fucking up. This one I usually like to say about Benny and Kenny, but now I don't have a choice. They're both doing it. So they're doing trainings. The first thing they do is they have a barrack, and it's so fucking funny. the corporal is actually super fucking nice, super fucking nice. I really like the corporal. Corporal Francis. That's his real name too. No, not the corporal part, but Francis part. Remember, he goes in and he goes to the barracks and Spenny right away kissing ass, and Kenny he goes and he's naked in his bed and he wears a wig, and it's like a little farce. You think you're a comedian or something, huh? So he doesn't. Kenny's on the shit list, and Kenny doesn't wear the button. Oh, by the way, before the competition, Kenny wears a shirt that says "The troop sucks," which is unbelievably terrible. The best thing about this is Kenny goes in and he's a shitty soldier, but Kenny did something that Spenny didn't, and he said, "What is the mentality of the army?" So Kenny uses that against him. Spenny being here, oh my god, this episode you don't understand. This episode was life changing for me. Life changing for me. The biggest lesson I've learned in life is out of this episode. You don't understand. You don't understand. I can't say it right now. Well, I can say it right now. So basically, Kenny knows that it's a group. There's no there's no I and team. Spenny and Kenny are units. So Spenny being perfect means nothing if Kenny is not perfect. So Kenny understand that it's better if they're both like normal, right? And this is such a good movie. This is such a good show. Like I didn't remember. I'm gonna have to call this my favorite show though. I'm sorry, I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. Wow. Kenny knows that Spenny will get. So, for example, Kenny gets prepared and he doesn't button up his shirt correctly. He doesn't tie his shoes properly. So this guy, the corporal is like, Spenny, good uniform, you're presentable, outstanding. Kenny, you look like shit. And then he gives shit to Kenny, to Spenny. He's like, why? This is so good. This is so fucking good. This show, I'm telling you, this show, when the first time I watched it, I wasn't a fan of it. Well, no, that's not true. I wasn't as big of a fan of it. But now, this is mind-blowing. And it's kind of like this episode. For some reason, it's not the first episode that I don't think anybody that has watched the show will say, hey, this is my favorite episode. However, it's so important. So Kenny comes in, and so the corporal is like, why is he not looking like you? And then Spenny is like, I'm not responsible for him, sir. And then the corporal is like, is there I in team? And then he said no. And the funniest thing is, he's gonna wear a he's gonna wear socks. And Spenny's gonna get try to snitch. So he tells the corporal, only one pair of socks, sir. Because he's only wearing one socks, and you see Brennan laughing, and it's just so funny. Kenny right away he does it. But Kenny has watched movies like Metal Jacket, has watched movie like a lot of army movie. A lot of training movie are extremely similar. It's every single time it's gonna be about a guy, the underdog, that is not a good soldier, but you make him into a good soldier, right? So Kenny does that, and he says the following, and it is a life-changing. I'm gonna sound like I'm exaggerating, but was the. You know when I say, and I said that before, and you know me, right? I said Kenny was behind a lot of the person I am. Kenny was responsible for a lot of things that I did. Kenny was responsible for the way I thought about life, right? This is what I mean. What I mean is that, in this specific, I would say, in a specific optic, Kenny says, sorry, I'm so unfocused today. It's a bad ADHD day. You got them talking, I got the tower. I took on my father because he's gonna get mad at me otherwise. So yeah, it's really busy. It's bad, dude. So Kenny goes in and he's like, these guys, all the army guys, they want to train soldier. They want to train a fucking garbage into a spotless piece of equipment, you know. And then Spenny does something horrible. Kenny said that Spenny, absolutely gonna get better. See, Spenny right away came in at 100%. He has nowhere to go but down. I'm gonna come in, and every single time I'm gonna improve a little bit and a little bit and a little bit. So I got nowhere to go but up. You understand what I mean? So Spenny start here. There's no here. So all the way you can go, the only way you can go is here. And Kenny is here. So at first, the first impression is Spenny's like, oh, this is a perfect soldier. But then he fucks up. Spenny loses some points. When he sees Kenny, he's like, oh, this is a piece of shit. But every time that Kenny does something good, it's like, well, maybe I was wrong about him. So this is brilliant. And this is a rule that I use in my entire life. I don't care about the first impression. I'm always gonna do underwork. I'm always gonna be under. There's another word for that. I'm having a hard time today, but always gonna be underachieving because I'll have nowhere to go but up. And this is something that was so impressive. So it goes in and it works. So for example, the first training that they do is they do a obstacle course, and then this is beautiful. So Kenny goes in and he's and this is important. So you see how I told you how he was gonna do better and better and better and better and better. Well, the first training that he has is an obstacle course, and Kenny pretends like he's sprained an ankle. So he shows you how to sprain an ankle. So he damages it by twisting it, by slapping it, you know. But then when he's on break, he does a photo shoot which is tasteful news. So he gets naked in the forest and they take pictures. Super funny, tasteful news with Kenny. You got Sebastian. Oh no, you got Jamie. That says you're a forest nymph. I like Jamie, but I prefer Sebastian. Yeah, Sebi. I said Sebastian, but Sebi. I'm just thinking that Sebi is Sebastian. Because Kenny versus Spenny versus Sebi. You see what I mean? Kenny, which is kind of crazy. E-N-N-Y. Spenny, E-N-N-Y. Sebi, E-B-B-Y. Yeah, I thought about it. So the second one he does is making a mask, like having a gas mask. So Kenny is super efficient because he has had gas masks, and he's like, yo, you know, I have gas masks. And then Spenny doesn't have. And then they're walking and they're singing. So the corporal's like, hey, Spenny, you're a singer, right? Sing a song. And he sings a song it's not important. And then you try Kenny. And Kenny sings a song which is an army song, but he's make funny. I don't know what I've been told. Eskimo pussies might be cold. So it's fucking funny. And then he's improving again. And at night, this is the night. So Kenny fucks with Spenny so badly. So badly. No. You have no idea. You have no idea. So, and after the first season, after the first trial, Kenny punches Spenny, and then Spenny's like, permission to punch him, sir. And then she's drinking. So then Kenny, what happened is, he says permission to show him who's boss, sir. So he goes in and he's fighting. He's fighting, and he's always fighting. And Kenny actually wins. So the corporal's like, okay, well, this is good. Kenny, the way he fucks with Spenny is insane. So, for example, he takes a cigarettes, right? And he's gonna smoke the cigarettes in the barrack. And then, when the corporal goes down, he throws the cigarettes on Spenny. And because Spenny doesn't want the carpet to burn, he picks up cigarettes. When the corporal sees the smoking, he sees that Spenny is smoking. You wanna smoke? Go do some push-ups. Or something else. There's, oh yeah, they're fighting. And Kenny goes on top of Spenny, and it looks like he's fucking him. And then the corporal's like, what kind of gay porno is this? Which is super funny. So then they fight, and Kenny wins, which gains points to Kenny. Now the last one is in a place of a firing range. So they have weapon, and Spenny fucks it up. He's nervous, he fucks up, and the funniest fucking thing, the competition is 3 days. It's always 3 days. The first day, again, he doesn't like Kenny, but then Kenny goes in. The third day, he doesn't like Spenny. So Spenny goes in, and he goes into the firing range, and he has this instruction, and he has his helmet, and he's dropping the helmets. Go for Francis looks at Spenny, and he says, "Already fucking up, Spenny. Already fucking up," which is fucking stupid. It's fun to see her. This is. Oh, that's my hat. Yeah. Dumb bitch. I'm making videos and she's always interrupting. She's always insulting me. Funny thing is, she made a complaint against me, against the janitor. But I got on record her saying that she'll slap me. So the landlord comes in. It's like, "Hey, I've been getting a complaint about you." And I said, "Oh, let me guess. It's this apartment." And he said, how do you know? And then she said, I told her she doesn't like me. And I showed a video where she said, "I should have slapped you." He said, "Okay, I'm sorry." So yes, I'm kind of protected. I'll be honest though. If she doesn't drink, she's nice. But if she drinks, she's a fucking nightmare. And she drinks a lot. So, Kenny actually, there's a, I don't know, I know there's a shotgun. I can guarantee there's a shotgun, but I don't do the other weapon. And Kenny actually doing really well, and the corporal's like outstanding, and the ending is beautiful. See, Corporal Francis looks like a douchebag, but he's actually quite smart. So he said, "Okay, well, I've been watching you guys for 3 days, and I know everything that's going on. I know everything that's going on." So when he says that, he implies that he knows that Kenny was fucking with Spenny. However, he said, "Spenny, you let yourself get into your head, you let himself get over you." And he said, "When it comes to a soldier," he said, "if I had time with Spenny, I could really train him, I could really help him out. But if I have to go to war, I'll take Kenny because he's crazy than motherfucker." So Kenny wins. And the craziest thing is, Kenny, it was really important for Spenny. There's competition. See, so Spenny doesn't care about the competition. Doesn't care about X, Y, Z. So he comes in, and he's like, there's a competition that he really wants to win. The army one was one. So it feels better for Kenny. Now the humiliation for this one is crazy. They put Spenny in the bath, and they all puke on him, which is disgusting. And that is pretty much it. That's the show. So really, 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 really good show. Now I call my father. Yeah, I have to call my father. I'll be right back. I'll call him tomorrow. Yeah, I'll call him tomorrow. Fuck him, it's too late. He's gonna give me shit for being late. I can deal with it tomorrow. Number 6, who's the best pro wrestler? The best pro wrestler is a good episode, but it's not great. It isn't. It's more sad an ending. So Spenny's been a fan of wrestling his whole life. Now, season 5, in the commentary, Spenny was talking about quitting the show for reals. So Spenny gave him more choice on the competition. Who's a pro wrestler? That's him. So Kenny doesn't know shit about pro wrestling. And Spenny talks about pro wrestling, and he's talking about it. Kenny listen, and Spenny tells about a match where they didn't even fight. So it's kind of cool because Kenny's like, "Okay, this is the plan." So they go into a fight. Spenny goes to train with a heel, and this is how it's nuts. So Spenny goes to train with a wrestler, like a real life wrestler. I don't know if he's professional, but I think it's his job. And I don't know much about wrestling. I know a little bit because I watch a little bit, but I know more WWE because I find it fucking funny. However, the thing that I want to watch the most is, without a shadow of a doubt, it is the WWE, because I watched the Vince McMahon documentary, and it really changed my perception. I really enjoyed it, which we filmed also. So there's something called the heel, which is a bad guy, and we don't like the heel. So the guy that Spenny trains with is a heel, and Spenny, when it comes to competition, he goes in and he's a fucking nice guy. So he trained by a heel. So they train, and the heel will show them the trick. He show him some moves, and he's always complaining. It's like, you can't complain. You cannot complain. So fucking Kenny, what he does is he goes crazy, and he creates a yarp yarp. The yarp yarp is a creature of mythology. When there's a toaster in the bath, and he plays basketball. So it's just Kenny training character. See, that's the thing. Spenny spends so much time on his training that he doesn't spend time on his character. But Kenny did all the time on the character. So he goes in, and he comes into the thing, into the wrestling ring with a hammer, and he's punching. And the funniest thing is, Kenny goes in with a guy called Celine Dion, which is super fucking funny because Celine Dion is the hero of us, of Canadian. So this is one of my favorite fucking ending of show. The show itself sucks. It sucks. Even the yarp is stupid. It's fucking stupid. But the fandom of the show is super funny because they go into the octagon. Well, I forgot to say octagon. It's not WWE. They go to the ring, and they go into the ring, and I can't believe she said that. I'm gonna fucking kill you. She's crazy, dude. Just crazy. So they go in, and Spenny partner is an asshole. Not in real life, but the character he's playing is an asshole. So when Kenny and his trainer goes in to fight Spenny, the partner, he turns against Spenny. And the funny thing is, he gives him hammer. It doesn't. I don't know if he hits with a hammer for reals, but it is kind of fucking crazy. I live in a rough neighborhood, right? I love it though. So yeah, they all turn against Spenny, and Spenny like, oh, he breaks characters, and the guy that's here is like, I don't know what the fuck I watched. This was not wrestling. However, I had to give the competition to Kenny. Kenny character was fucking stupid. He didn't really wrestle, but Spenny broke characters, and Spenny the judge what he said is the cardinal rule of wrestling is you don't break characters. So the funniest thing about the humiliation is this one is amazing. So we meet Iron Sheik. Iron Sheik is this crazy character. So Iron Sheik is a very complex character. And again, I'm gonna sound racist, but it's just the truth. So WWE, during the time where there was a fight with Saddam Hussein, you guys remember Saddam Hussein, right? The jihadist. There was this character called Iron Sheik. And Iron Sheik was kind of the good guy, but Iron Sheik was also Egyptian or Arab. So he was seen as like, oh, the bad guy, right? So then Vince McMahon, he had those two, and Iron Sheik was selling a lot of tickets. So he turned the Sheik into a heel, again, a bad guy. He's not really a bad guy, he's a character. And then we have Hulk Hogan, who was a golden boy. Hulk Hogan was a golden boy of the WWE. He was the one that was really popular, and it was a fight with Hulk Hogan and Iron Sheik. Now what happened is people start disliking Sheik because of the heel character. They start liking Hulk Hogan. It's like, I've been giving you my time forever. So he hates Hulk Hogan, and it's a guy that's really salty about his past. So it's like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you, Hulk Hogan. Fuck you. He calls him a faggot, right? Which is horrible, but still funny. So then at the end of the show, Spenny is he's in the, this is fucking crazy. And in the commentary, this is even worse. So, Kenny goes in, right? And he's, how can I say that? Kenny goes in, and he's like, okay, well, here's Iron Sheik. And Spenny's running around naked, and Iron Sheik asks him for a beer to put up Spenny's butt, right? And the way they show the show, it feels like it's fake. It feels like this. It's for wrestling. But the reality isn't that. My apologies. The reality isn't that. The reality is that it was really real. Sheik wanted to do it because he feels like Spenny disrespected him. And that's pretty much it. Season 5 of 5. Who is the first one to touch the ground loses. This is fucking unbelievable as competition. It could be one of the most boring competition ever, but it turns out to be one of the most interesting. Again, you see? So yeah, I'm gonna call my father. It's too late. Y es-tu trop tard pour appeler? No, it's too late to call. Fuck it. Yes. But use my account, please. So I get points. And tell me the flavor first. There you go, my mom. So, first one to touch the ground is insane. Like I said, the competition is about the first one to touch the ground. So, at first, it's kind of boring because they put around all thing. So, Spenny has put pots everywhere. So, you can walk on pots. Cannot touch the ground, cannot have the team help you, whatever. Kenny's like, I don't know if I stay here, I'm good. And then Spenny, and then Kenny uses rollerblade and moon boots. So he's technically not touching the ground. So see with the rollerblade, the wheels are touching the ground, not the boots. And with the moon boots is what? The moon boot is, you see this? This is it, right? You got the, like it's like a high heel. You have this, that is a empty circle. And in the middle you have a, fucking mosquito. You have in the middle you have like a spring. So when you go with a spring, you're jumping back and forth, right? So it's actually really cool. They used to do these a lot. They don't do it anymore because people were getting hurt. But it's a really cool thing. So you're technically not touching the ground. You're basically in the air. And the reason that's for that is because the moon's gravity is different. So you're jumping high, low, high, low, high, low.